Hi, I'm Kerry Whitehouse. I'm the School Engagement Development Manager and Senior Mental Health Lead. I'm based at St Michael's Church of England High School in Raleigh Regis in the West Midlands. I'm here today to talk to you about the 5 steps to mental health and wellbeing. The 5 steps framework for us was our starting point. I really believe that as a school, if you don't know what your provision looks like and if you don't know where you're starting, you can't possibly start to implement any kind of development plan and look at next steps. So it was the foundation for us for all of the work that then followed. One of the things for us that it really enabled us to do was to look at a strategic approach in line with our school action plan. So looking at the things that were working well, any gaps in provision, and be able to identify those. It's also been really useful to be able to review as well. So our development plan that we've then implemented as a result of the 5 steps is something that we review on a regular basis to maintain momentum and focus. I think as a school, one of the things that we found really useful was, obviously we've mentioned about auditing existing provision and looking at what the starting point is, but I think that transparent conversation, it's evidence-based framework which enables you to review systems and structures without any blame, without any negative kind of conversations that might need to come with that, because it is centred around what's best for the young people, what's best for the whole school community. I think for us as a school, we've used it and it's inspired lots of new initiatives. It's enabled us to look at a more strategic approach to the response to the needs of our cohorts in school as well. I think for us, particularly coming out of the pandemic, it was really important. We've always had a strong focus on emotional wellbeing in school, but obviously the impact of the pandemic made this a real priority for us. We work closely with large cohorts in school that need support. However, one of the things that this has enabled us to do is to look at identifying the silent sufferers, those who maybe don't reach out for support. I think another thing that was important for us was about the whole school community being part of that journey as well. So although we're looking at provision in terms of support for young people, it's also important to make sure that you've got the whole school community involved in that. So everybody from staff, governors, and also parents, because they're crucial, they're fundamental in the work that we're doing. I think although it's not our reason why, for many schools, it's you cannot not look at the correlation between attainment and mental health. And I remember somebody saying once a quote that an emotional child is not a learning child. And I think that is really significant when you're looking at what we're there to do as a school, and not only the academic side of things, but also the care, the pastoral support that comes with that. So for many schools, that would be a reason why they need to consider their whole school approach to mental health. We are constantly learning, and I think that understanding that this is a journey that you are going on as a school, and it's an unfinished journey, it will never be complete. Taking things one step at a time, recognising that each school, each establishment will be different, their needs will be different, and not comparing yourself to the journey of others. I think it's important that leadership are involved. Leadership have to be involved in this journey, and a top-down approach is crucial if you want the impact and you want that whole school sustainability. I think it's very difficult. Sometimes in school we can become quite isolated because of the nature of working in a school and the demands that come with that. But networking is so important, being able to find out what's available in the local area, building relationships, because again, those people are going to add capacity to what you offer and the provision that's available for young people. Celebrating the little wins and not being overwhelmed by the concept of a whole school approach. Some people can be deterred by the concept of something that's strategic, and actually we just need to make a start. We can focus on the little things that happen every day and look to embed those and then build on those as well. And I think consistency is key. Just because you've implemented something, you need to go back, you need to review those things. What your school might need at one point in the year might be very different to another pinch point in the year as well. So just making sure that the approach is flexible and that you maintain that conversation and keep the profile of mental health and wellbeing as priority in school. If you would like more information, guidance and tips on the 5 steps to mental health and wellbeing, please visit the Anna Freud website.